platine. U njoj su jedna kafanica, jedna prodavnica i pošta. Prva najbliža banka, na primjer, nalazi se u mestu Reading, koje je udaljeno 40 milja ili 65 km od Platine. Ova mala pošta praktično opslužuje samo Manastir i 2 puta je razmišljano o njenom zatvaranju. Mesto od 50 stanovnika ne treba pošta, ali pošta opstaje jer je poštanski promet koji pravi Manastir sasvim dovoljan za njeno postojanje. Preko ove male pošte monasi uglavnom šalju u svet svoje knjige, od čega se Manastir i izdržava i što je jedini redovni prihod za život monaha.
How many books do you publish in a year? Last year?
Every year is different. We're usually behind schedule. This year we published 2 books. The first book that we published this last year is called The Lives of the Georgian Saints. This was translated from Georgian into English by a friend of ours, Elizabeth Ninoshvili, and her husband David Ninoshvili, from Georgian into English, and they asked us to print it. They asked us to print it 4 years ago. It took us 4 years to edit the book, to include supplementary material, to do research, to design the cover, to acquire the illustrations. The whole book is illustrated. It's the first time that we've done a full-color book, and of this quality. And it's 500 pages, so it took us a long time to prepare. And then this December, just before the new year, we printed another book. This is a United States printing of a book that was previously printed in English in Great Britain. We Shall See Him as He Is. It's the writings, autobiographical writings of Archimandrite Sophroni Sakharov, the disciple of St. Silouan of Mount Athos. And then every year as well, we print the annual St. Herman calendar. This is a new calendar for 2007. This is a Julian calendar as used by the Serbian Orthodox Church. And each year we have a feature article. This year the feature article is about the saints of southern Italy. Many years ago I had received a book about the saints, the Byzantine saints of southern Italy. It was published in Thessaloniki in English. It was the doctoral dissertation of a professor. And then we had some friends last year who made a pilgrimage to southern Italy, to the old Orthodox shrines, the holy places of southern Italy, which are not very well known outside of Greece. And so we decided to present them, and we also entered into the calendar some new saints from Italy and Sicily who are actually already commemorated by the Greek Orthodox Church but are not very well known. So those are the 3 publications that we did this year.
What are the circulation of these books?
We usually print, for the initial print run, about 3,000 copies. For our St. Herman calendar, we print about 4,000 copies annually. Sometimes if we know a book is going to sell really well, we'll print more, 4 or 5,000. But in the United States, up until now, that's been about the limit of our ability to distribute a book. And as you know, we don't have a lot of facilities for just holding or warehousing books.
Are people helping you? I mean, sending you some help in money and in anything, as they do for monasteries?
Yes. Well, primarily our income comes from the sale of our books. But we do also have some friends that help us out, usually around Nativity, Božić, or around Pascha. We'll get some more additional funding that comes irregularly. It happens. And there's no consistency. Except around Božić, we usually receive a little bit more. But we try to depend on what we can produce with our own publications, so that we are not basically, as the fathers would say, eating from other man's labors. That someone else works and we eat from what they produce. So we try to use the money that comes in to print more books, to put it back into our publications. So because part of that, again, is that's connected to our missionary work. The ideal of St. Herman of Alaska, who came to the United States to proclaim the Orthodox faith.
Holy Archangel of God, Michael the commander, the sword-bearing servant of the Lord Most High, the sword-bearing servant of the Lord Most High. He stands before the Lord with the heavenly hosts, with the mighty angels and the holy souls.
Kada sam igumana Gerasima upitao kako je moguće da čovek rođen u Americi u veku komfora i tehnologije živi u manastiru u kome nema telefona, struje i tekuće vode, odgovorio mi je da ga čudi da jedno takvo pitanje postavlja Beograđanin.
Well, I think the people of Belgrade in 1999, no, that's not necessarily true. They didn't die when their electricity was turned off. And in fact, maybe they became closer together. In the evening, for example, when it's dark, after our prayers are over, the monks go to their cells. And because we don't have electricity, they go to bed earlier, and they arise early in the morning, usually about a little after 4 o'clock in the morning. And so we don't necessarily